There we go. All right. I ended up going back to the 8-bit Do controller because I want the D-pad. Let's start a question. Favorite. Favorite Gen 1 starter. I feel like the questions. Bulbasaur. I feel like I spelled Bulbasaur wrong every single time. Squirtle. And Charmander. Did I spell Bulbasaur right? I feel so silly having to look that up. I did. For some reason, it always looks wrong for me. Okay. All right. So let's get back to it. Let's go over the team. Oh, I should actually use the Pokemon Center. Okay, we got our Wartortle. I just noticed the Wartortle is modest. Let's go. We got Gloom. Nidoking. Bold isn't too bad. Bold is a drop in attack, though. We have our Adamant Pharaoh. We've done pretty good with the natures and an Adamant Mankey. Let's drop this on Twitter and Blue Sky. Twitter, what's going on? Should do Blue Sky first because Blue Sky always takes a minute to post. Getting back to Fire Red. Come hang. Copy, post. Paste, post. And now that these posted, we're going to go ahead and close that. We got Mankey, and then Abra is our Flash user. I feel like now that we're out of the town, we could put the Rattata away. So let's do that. We'll go back to our cut guy. We need cut way more often than we do flash. Or no. No forget to vote for your favorite Gen 1 starter in the poll in the comments. Let's see. Wartortle's got a pretty big level advantage. I want to get Fearow up, because Erica's next. I did get one gym badge. I went through the cave. Thank goodness I did. I think the cave is kind of boring. And yeah, let's go to Celadon before we do Sabrina and do the tower. Follow me, VGC move. You know what? I'm kind of glad I went Fearow over Pidgey. No, let's get Fearow. Oh, thank goodness. Not minimize. Oh goodness, I'm so over this. Oh, thank goodness. Where are we at money-wise? We got a solid amount. And we got like 30 grand in nuggets, too. Oh, that's why I came this way. Bring that Wartortle. Yeah, you made a mistake, fool. You made a mistake. I mean, yeah. As much as I just want the easy KO. Alright, we have to hope for don't hit. Don't hit yourself. Don't hit yourself. Don't hit yourself. Don't hit yourself. No. Oh, now you're trying to burn me? There we go. Here we go, Fearow. All right, let's get this Growlithe. We want one with Intimidate. You gonna intimidate me? What is Ralph's ability? Let's look that up on CRB. So many little things have changed. What's up, Cuts? You're back. Glad to see you back. Can't up Pokedex. We're looking up Growlithe to make sure I get the right ability. Okay, it's either Intimidate or Flash Fire. Not too bad. Monday wasn't that too crazy of a school day. The kid actually got to bed on time. How about yourself? How have you been? Yeah, we got that Keenai, which is so great because I hate Sand Attack. We just need to start running. Gotta vote for Charmander. Honestly, I find it really hard to just pick one of Gen 1. No Intimidate, no Catch. I enjoy it, but like my kid's in this phase where like he wants us to lay with him until he falls asleep, which is like a half hour. And you know, most of the time, like when you lay down for a half hour, you're probably gonna end up falling asleep too. Which happens a lot of nights. So like I can't like, we told him when he hits 5, when it's his birthday, we're gonna cut that off. Because he needs to start just like laying down and going to bed on his own. But like at the same time, like I also want to enjoy those moments while they last. I hope I random encounter a shiny during this playthrough. I did not get a random encounter shiny until Sun and Moon. It was a Sandile. That was my first random encounter shiny. Like there were shinies that I hunted before then. And then there was like in Sun and Moon, there was like SOS chaining. Yeah. Yeah, parenting sometimes feels like that. But then like those like good decisions, like those decisions that you know are good, like, are such hard-fought battles. Like the argument I have with my son over just like, you can't just have chips and pretzels all day. Like, how about some carrots? And you would have thought I asked him to cut off his toe. Hey, Parker, what's going on? Show me intimidate. Show me intimidate. Yeah! Okay, so we're gonna pursuit because it's a special attack. Alright. You should be ready for a Pokeball. And actually, like, we want it to be like a mixed attacker. I don't think we'll need cut anymore at the moment. I got 20 nuggets and then used them all on Scyther. You're already a Scyther? I only did 6 because I was like doing it on stream and like things like shiny hunting and stuff sometimes to me feels like too repetitive. Yeah, he's okay with rice. Like it depends on the day. Raw. I'm on a shiny ground. What you shiny hunting? Are you going for a shiny starter? Timid. Timid is not bad. Timid is minus attack. It's got a high special attack, but that's okay because fire types are special in Gen 3. Fire attacks. Stuck in the lab looking for Squirtle. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember you talking about Green's team. Now, the fun part, some switch training. You don't need a berry. I do enjoy having the bike now. The only shiny starter I've ever done was Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which, oh my goodness, that flew by so fast. I think I got it in like 100 or less than 200 resets for sure. But it was I ended up getting a Cyndaquil, and it was like one of those things like with because you can see all the starters. I was just gonna take whichever the first one was shiny. And it ended up being a Cyndaquil, which I'm totally okay with, because Cyndaquil was my original Gen 2 starter. Going back, like, I definitely have picked Totodile more often. And then by the weekend, we got Pokopia. So I'm excited for that. I got the direct game download, so... No, I'm not dealing with it. I'm just switching to Nidoking. Come on. Yeah. Rockside flinch, let's go. That's very true. But I just feel like Fire Red is something that you can just like put down for a while and pick back up. Only in Gen 2 do I like the non-grass starter best with Cyndaquil, otherwise it's always grass. So as a kid, like, I am a Gen 1 kid. Not a Gen 1er, I'm a Gen 1 kid. I played Red and Blue, like I've borrowed my friend's stuff, and like, why has this not hit? There we go. Are you kidding me? Hit yourself. Hit yourself. Let's go in your face, muck. So like as a kid growing up, I really didn't knock it out. As a kid growing up, like it was fire starters all the way. Like I was definitely one of those kids like at 8 to 13 years old where it's like fire was cool. So it was always Charmander, Cyndaquil, and I really like Cyndaquil. Like Gen 2 is my favorite. Like Gold and Silver is like when I really like fell in love with Pokemon. So like Cyndaquil's always got like a big old place in my heart. And then I borrowed someone's Ruby and Sapphire. I didn't have my own, but I also went Torchic. And then my brothers played Diamond and Pearl. Diamond and Pearl is when I first went that, like, I'm too old for Pokemon. And they picked Chimchar. They're like, which one should I pick? It's like, you always pick the fire one. But when I went back, like, I came back with X and Y. And then, like, I bought a bunch of old games. So when I went back, like, and I played Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, like, I, like, didn't do it, like, hardcore. But, like, purposely didn't want to pick the fire starter just because it was the fire starter. And honestly, like, with X and Y, I was like, oh, Froakie's cool. Didn't know I had the same mindset as everyone else at the time, but it was just like Froakie. Yeah, my first game that I owned, it was my 8th birthday in the year 2000. And I got Pokemon Yellow and a Game Boy Color. And so that was my first, like, Pokemon game that was my own. My too old moment finally hit mid Sword and Shield with the DLC stuff. I feel like I kept gaming, so like Pokemon DLC really didn't hit me too hard. Then, like, I played Sword and Shield. Like, I really focused on the competitive. Double status, let's go. Oh, no problem. Ooh, Charmander took the lead again? In the votes? Let's look at the percentages. Or Squirtle, no votes for the Sword. We should probably target Jigglypuff. Because Clefairy's burned, so it's really not going to do anything. Acid is a spread move! I love how the move is called Double Slap, and the first time coming back to this game that I got hit by it, it hit me 5 times. Like, how have we never complained about that? Alright, the burn will knock it out. I think I'm gonna evolve Gloom soon. I gotta look at Arcanine and Growlithe moveset before I choose on that one. Those are the trainers with plant types. The amount of trainers that have accuracy lowering moves is such a pain in the butt. I should probably stop clicking Rock Slide. Can you hit something, Nidoking? Jeez. Alright. Can we get a flinch? Alright. Alright. Way to recover, Nidoking. Way to recover. Kind of a bummer because the Growlithe definitely won't be ready for Erica. You do look silly standing like that. I'm glad that you can have that perspective. The poison type won't be bad for Erica either, because it's neutral. Against most Hermons. And Mankey's hung around so far. Now granted, when Growlithe gets leveled up enough, I probably will drop Mankey. Mankey is 2 levels away from evolving though. And man, can it sock out a normal type. Don't forget, vote your favorite Gen 1 starter. Poll in the chat. Also, like, subscribe, all the YouTube things. Dude, Intimidate is so good. Nidoking is so good. Just gonna keep bringing in Growl for the XP. Switch training is so obnoxious. Like, who used to complain about XP share for all Pokemon? Yay, more money. And now you die. Boom. Yeah, we're gonna bring in Growlithe. Then we're gonna switch in Nidoking. I would love to see you use an electric attack, but it's probably just Slam. It's Tail Whip. Oh, Lieutenant Surge with Mankey and Nidoking was such a cakewalk. I know, especially because, like, for the longest time, like, we haven't had to factor in, like, HM slaves. So, it's just like, oh, like, I need to keep this spot open for just a random Pokemon. Now, granted, like, with Fly, I'll teach that to Fearow. I'll teach Surf. I also thought about picking up a Dragonite. Depends on how much money I have after, like, I buy, like, the evolution stones I need. Switch training is a lot easier with an Intimidate Pokemon, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I feel like if I do take Dragonite in, it's gonna replace the Fearow. Yeah, especially in these older games. Like, this is what I'm doing. I've gotten Growlithe up, what, 2 levels? I feel like just the combination of, like, Blastoise, Vileplume, and Arcanine, though, that Fire, Water, Grass core, is so good. Where are we at? We're not doing too bad. She likes Nidorans. She's just gonna collect them all. You didn't think about bringing that up while I was looking for an Intimidate Growlithe? You didn't see me do the exact same thing? And go, oh, maybe I should share this knowledge that I've gained. Oh, stupid poison point. Yes, I will change my Pokemon. It's all good. It's all good. We all gotta learn somehow. Gen 3 is probably like the original Gen 3 is probably like my least played game. Because I borrowed them from people, so like I didn't play them like super hard as a kid. Gotta go back because I hate this little glitch thing. Has anyone seen? I saw a TikTok of like a younger player. They were streaming, and they were like, "What's going on with the screen?" Because they didn't know that like poison used to do damage like out of battle. Which everyone wants a dog on, but it's like, how are you going to blame someone for not knowing game mechanics for a game that they haven't played? Yeah. It made me feel old, but at the same time, I'm just like, like, you can't really blame them. Like, they didn't know. Like, they've never played this game. I've forgotten stuff, and I have played this game. Yeah, click hard again. I dare you. I dare you, click hard again. Stop. Yeah, exactly. Like, just let people enjoy the game. Like, if they want to find that out, like, and let them feel some type of way. But that's their experience. There's a lot of people, like, it's video game culture, but like it's really bad in Pokemon sometimes with like know-it-allism, where people are like, you didn't pronounce this name correctly. And it's just like, yeah, sorry, I say Zapdos sometimes because I first started saying that Pokemon's name when I was 8. and all the habits die hard. So sometimes I will call Zapdos Zapdos, because for some reason, my 8-year-old brain threw an A in there. And I was just like, that sounds right. I'm not gonna lie though, if it was my kid, like I'd make fun of them, but like in a nice way. Like I'd be like, haha, you didn't know that, like just like funny playing around. But like there are some people that like will just be like, oh man, these kids don't know nothing. And it's like, well then teach them. That's the whole point of having knowledge, is to pass it on. Oh, Rock Slide being only 10 power points, like, it is such a strong move, though. We're going hardcore with the Switch training. I am super excited for Pokopia. I just remember the times of 2020 when everyone was just sitting at home. Oh, but don't you know you can download it and play it on your phone? I don't want to do that. I don't want to play it on my phone. I want to play it on my Nintendo Switch 2. I want to use my Nintendo Switch 2 controllers, and I want to be able to like play it on a TV and then pick it up and then play it handheld. Like, and I want it in the same place where all my other Pokemon games are. That's worth $20. $20 is not bad. I mean, just for the fact that we're getting this game and we're getting home connectivity, $20, not bad. Would I have liked it to be 10? Yes. I would have loved them to just throw all the, like, Gen 1, 2, and 3. Just put them all on the Switch. Honestly, you can make... Did I really fall asleep here? Make Gen 1 $10 games, just like they were on the Virtual Console. Make Gen 3 $20 games. And, like, when you get to DS, like, make them, like, 30. You're still gonna make a bunch of money. And then I saw another group of people with, like, Coliseum XD for, like, on the GameCube Classics. Thank you. Give me all that health back. People were complaining that because they're on Nintendo Switch Online, they're not going to connect to home. People were like, well, why can't they connect to home? And it's like, because there's a rewind feature. There's save states. Like, that's not how you play Pokemon. They're not going to let you manipulate the game like that and then move those Pokemon over. They're not going to let you do that. So that's the thing. Like, oh, do you want it behind the subscription and not have home connection because I rather pay money, be able to play the game, whether I have my online subscription or not, and then have that home connection. Me and Harald HD had a really good conversation about it in the Discord. Like, it got a little tense for the moment. Like, I was worried that we were, like, scaring people in the Discord. But it's just, like, we both, like, care about Pokemon. But, like, for me, my idea is if they're doing stupid things that are gonna hurt the company, then let them do stupid things. They can either do one or two things. They can either fail, which honestly, like, Pokemon kind of needs that kind of humbling, or they can make changes. They can make improvements, and like, we want them to improve, so like, sometimes we're gonna have to let them fall. Like, I'm really curious to see the monetization method on champions. The champions monetization is concerning. I feel like there's like an item. Like, why do you have these jumps unless... I used to know where all, like, the hidden items were. You look good at Pokemon. But how's your chemistry grade? I think I got a C in chemistry, dude, bro. It was a lot of memorization. I was good at the math. The memorization, not so much. I think we can handle this now. Ooh. Oh, that... we're fine. Yeah, I'm kind of definitely in the same, like, space. Like, I think you can appreciate, like, what a game does well and still be critical of it, and still, like, enjoy a game and be critical of it. Like, the graphics in Scarlet and Violet were kind of butt. Like, the textures were way too, like the metallic texture and the fur texture was way too detailed for, like, how crappy everything else looked around it, and it was just, like, a weird perspective. Ooh, don't sneeze. And then, like, Sword and Shield did stuff well, but like, yeah, the trees sucked. But, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't play a Pokemon game to look at trees. So, like, at the end of the day, I don't care. Like, is the game fun? Do I enjoy playing it? But then, at the same time, like, you can't appreciate when, like, a game is beautiful. Like, I think Wind and Waves looks great. I'm excited. Let's switch in Fearow. Let's get Fearow some love. Watch, I'm gonna switch it and it's gonna get poisoned right off rip. It almost happened. It will happen now. Ooh, Hero got the crit. She knew what she was doing. Yes. What's the level difference? Same level. We're faster. No, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Here you go, Fearow. I gotta go all the way back and heal up. Stupid Growlithe. Was there? Oh yeah, it was a double battle. It's so weird that like Gen 3 introduced double battles, but they were just like, oh, for the red and blue remakes, like they're like, we might use it like once or twice. Dun, 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 dun. What capture card? The Elgato 4K? Well, let me disappear and look for a second. The 4KX, which I got mid last year. For the longest time, I used an HT60 Plus. I think I could be wrong here. If you are gonna buy one off Amazon, for example, usually in like my video descriptions, I'll have Amazon affiliate links. What up, Brandon? I'm finally playing Fire Red. Brandon's my one buddy for the longest time. He was the one person I knew that actually consistently played like Fire Red on an emulator. How much is... Oh, I gotta find the one gambling guy. Where do we get the coin case out here? If you can find it cheaper at like Best Buy or something, then like go for that for sure. But like usually Amazon's like pretty good with their prices. It's one of these people. Or do we have to... Oh my goodness, I forget how to get a coin case. Do we have to fight the Team Rocket guy? Don't forget to like the stream while y'all are chilling in here. Vote on the poll. What's your favorite Gen 1 starter? That's okay, because I'm going to OHKO you. Oh, it's the cafe, you're right. Switch back in Growlithe with a gambling addiction. That's also one of the reasons why they didn't want to change too much, because if they change too much about the game, then they have to get it re-rated by the ESRB. And back then, like, the Game Corner was fine, but now we consider that gambling. So it would, like, in certain areas in the world, like this game would be like 13 plus, which Pokemon's not going to do that. There's an item. And one of these dead ends. Yay, I found... I wanted to make a joke. Oh, I dropped the Rattata. I think people think that's why the languages are in, like, separate purchases. I wanna say it's because they're separate ROMs. Pause a Pokemon. Sorry, Mankey. We need to chop down some trees. But I think you're right. I think if they would combine them all as like one language. Here we go. Right here. That would also be something that like might cause the game to get re-rated or need to be re-rated. And honestly, like, why mess with it? It's just it's still a good game. Okay, let's look at the prizes. Ooh, the free Eevee. Who do I want, though? So Dratini is 28. What are those TMs? Let's look at the TM list real quick. Okay, we got 13, which is Ice Beam. That's good for War Turtle. We got 23 Iron Tail. Meh. 24 is Thunderbolt. 30 is Shadow Ball. And 35 is Flamethrower. I think Growlithe learns that off rip, right? Because if Growlithe gets it, I don't need to buy it. Oh, you don't learn it till 49. Does Arcanine learn any moves? Extreme Speed at 49. Ooh, that's a tough one. Oh wait, that's the Ruby and Sapphire. I'm always looking at the Ruby and Sapphire. It's the same. So we might have to buy that just so we can also get Extreme Speed. I forgot how darn expensive the coins were. Alright. Okay. Then that will be the game plan. That's a bummer that I have to wait till 49. We're gonna sell. Stardust, we can sell. Pearl, we can sell. Oh, I gotta go up and get the lemonade before I blow all my money on coins. Oh. Accidentally bought two. Can't you give her one? And she gives you a random TM. TM 16. Light screen. Well, that's not fun. Oh my goodness, those feel so cheap in the newer games. But like almost $10,000 for just one of them? That's insane. You can probably find them somewhere for, like, no money, but... I'd rather just have them now, not have to go back. This is the Game Freak office. Okay, let's look at these TMs. Okay. We got 5 is Roar, that's useless. 15 is Hyper Beam, okay. 28, that's Dig, we got one of those. Bricky Break. 43 is Secret Power. 45 is Attract. You got some too, don't you? Oh no. We can always come back when we have more money. So here's the thing. Do I get the TMs? Or do I get the Dratini? I'm worried between Growlithe. Because like we can't afford all 3 items. It's crazy that these 3 items. Yeah, which one was the Ice Beam again? Honestly, if I don't have to spend any time in the Safari Zone, like other than to get the items I need, I'd be fine with that. $13, of course. Oh, hold on. I want a slot in my party. No, I don't want to wait till the Safari Zone. Just something about the time limit I dislike. Deposit. Who are we depositing for now? Rattata. Okay. Now we will save. And I want to test this, like... Okay. That does work. So, I saw it on TikTok. Just to let everyone know that if you press all 4 of the face buttons down at one time, you will soft restart. What nature do we want? Summary. Hardy. I know it's not Hardy. Honestly, though, with the way Dragonite is, a neutral nature wouldn't be bad. Pokemon natures. I think Sirius is a neutral one. Oh, Hardy was a neutral one. We could have been fine with what we got. Hardy, docile, bashful, quirky, and serious. Yeah. Okay. Relax. That is plus defense minus speed. Nope. I'm gonna disappear for a second while doing this. Naive, that is. Where's Naive? Plus speed minus special defense. No, we honestly want a neutral nature. Hardy, minus attack, plus attack. There we go. Shed Skin. Shed Skin becomes what? Oh, there's just one ability. It becomes Inner Focus. All right, we're good. We'll get it up to 21. Should I take on Erica or do the Team Rocket game corner first? I think Gloom's good either way. Let me check Gloom, because I might be able to evolve it into Vileplume. tonight. Because I think its only moves left are Moonlight and Petal Blizzard, and yeah, Moonlight at 35 and then Petal Blizzard at 44, but I believe that Vileplume also learns Petal Dance. Yeah, Petal Dance. Okay. We can just go ahead and evolve Gloom then. Because I don't mind that much for Moonlight. And this is our first fully evolved. Dude, Bulbasaur taking over the poll for favorite Gen 1. I don't think Squirtle's gotten a single vote. Which is hilarious because that's who I picked. Oh, we slow. So look at the first few levels. I honestly think like all of them, all of the Gen 1s are kind of goated. Like you just can't mess with the success of them. Okay, so they're about at the same level. Flinch. Oh, come on. Come on. Let's get Fiero some experience. Ah, Shidoko. I do miss the little item for giving your Pokemon, the little animation for giving your Pokemon an item. They should bring that back. Got my speed. I should be switch training Dratini, but like Growlithe still needs to get leveled up. Get the Intimidate. Man, if only this Growlithe had, like, I don't know, like Intimidate with, like, Fake Out and Parting Shot. Yeah, but then I gotta pay money to get it back. And then I have to go all the way back to the daycare. I do have the fresh water. I guess you're right. And that way I can keep my Mankey around. What are the moves? I just don't want it to, like, scuff up any of the moves. Pokemon, let's look at summary. Okay, you have Wrap, you have Leer, you have Thunder Wave, you have Twister. It evolves at 30. No, let's just let it chill in here for now. I'm gonna be a good Pokemon dad. I'm not just gonna throw my Pokemon in the daycare. The music is just like therapeutic, I swear. Escape rope. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, we can handle this. Don't hit yourself. Don't hit yourself. Don't hit yourself. No. I won't say it this time. And it still happens. Growlithe, get it together. What's going on, everyone? Uh-oh, Bulbasaur's dropping in the favorite Gen 1 poll. Has Squirtle gotten a vote yet? No votes for Squirtle. Like the stream, don't forget to subscribe. Tell me in the poll what's your favorite Gen 1 starter. Yeah, you ain't getting away with that. Goodbye. Goodbye, coughing. Yes, we're gonna bring in our buddy Arcanine. How does an attack like disable miss? I mean, I'm glad it did, but I don't get why it did miss. Not today, Buckaroo. Ooh, nice shot. Let's get the Intimidate. Switch Fearow back in. Alright, we're moving Growlithe along. Taunt. That's our way out. We don't want to go down. Get the item, Hyper Potion. I think we have enough. Let's give Growlithe a potion. We're not wasting a Hyper Potion yet. Look at the happy pupper. Some battle and done. Why did you come here? Why did you come here? Why don't you reflect? What are you doing here? In a criminal organization? Yeah, let's switch out to Fearow. Because we had a Defense drop. Oh, that was almost enough. Dude, should have kept Mankey around against all these Raticades. Like, Karate Chop would have done so much work. Yeah, let's go. With the burn. Yeah, these are the two I want to level up for Erica. Ralph and Fiero. Dude, playing with the 8-bit Do controller with the D-pad on top feels so nice with this game. Just feels like how it should. Hello, Sonic Blaze. I'm doing well. Just playing a little bit of Fire Red. We got into Team Rocket Space a little bit ago. Hey, Googer, what's going on? I did play a little off stream. I could not wait like 3 days to play it. I couldn't. But I went through the cave, so like it was a bunch of like grind and stuff. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe if you haven't already, and in the poll that's in the chat, vote for your favorite Gen 1 starter. Charmander has taken the lead back over from Bulbasaur. Still no votes for poor Squirtle. We just picked up a Growlithe. And so I'm switch training him as I go through Team Rocket. Picked up a Dratini too from the game corner. Spent all of our money. Spent like 70 grand on that darn thing. Nah, we'll end up getting poisoned. Let's just switch into the Nidoking. Do you have multiple consoles? Because I have multiple consoles. I'm playing on the Switch too. What I would do if I had both Leaf Green and Fire Red is I would play one on my Switch 2 and I play one on my Switch OLED. That way I could trade with myself. But that's just me. We've got to go down still. I did think about getting both versions, but I was like, do I really? Like, it's gonna be fun playing through Leaf Green and Fire Red the first time. Like, am I gonna really want to do it again? Like, am I gonna want to do this twice? Especially with Pokopia coming out at the end of the week. Oh, that's cute. Focus energy. Bow. Focus on that. Chump. I feel like the only thing I want to bring up to people, like with any hardware right now, in all honesty, is that RAM prices might make things really increase in price. Ooh. So I would have to say, like, if you plan on getting hardware, if you plan on getting a Steam Deck, if you plan on getting, like, one of those handheld emulators, if you want to play different Game Boy games, like, if you want to play ROMs, if you want to get a Switch 2, like, I am worried that the RAM shortage will jack up the price. So if you can afford one sooner rather than later, that's what I would do. Can't? Totally understand. The only reason why I was able to afford mine is because of my good old Best Buy credit card. But I should have it paid off in like 2 months. Go this way. Then we go this way. And we go this way. Got a rare candy. Hello? There you go. Like, they're probably one of the main reasons. It's like, one, I like to stream. So if you're gonna stream, you usually want to do it with, like, the newest console. And two, I was scared that tariffs was gonna make the price go up. Which it almost did. They increased the price on all the other hardware, though. We haven't seen our buddy War Turtle in a while. Let's bring him out. Crit! Let's go. Ralph's 23. We're moving Growlithe along. Charmander. Ooh, it's 50-50. Squirrel's got a vote. Let's go. That one Squirtle voter out there. I see you. When my son was little, we did little pick your starter. He picked Squirtle. Squirtle was the first one he picked. Now he's more of a Bulbasaur kid, but he did pick Squirtle first. what do you think about Pokemon Wind and Waves and the new starters? I think Wind and Waves looks great. Was I super bummed about that 2027 release date? Absolutely. But we've been saying it for years. We've been saying it since Sword and Shield. Give Game Freak more time to cook. Let them cook. And they're doing that. So is it a bummer that 2027? Yes. But it looks good. And there's still a year out. Probably a year and a half. Because they're probably going to stick with the usual Pokemon release date. So we're probably more actually like a year and a half out. The starters, right now, the last time we streamed on Pokemon Day. And Pombon won the votes, and right now, my vote is for Pombon. But that could change. Brout's kind of got a little space in my heart, you know? And the reason why I think everyone likes Pombon over the two other starters, because it seems like overall, like, Pombon is the front runner. I think it's because the other two starters look similar to starters that we've already had. Like, when I look at Brout, love him, think he's adorable, love the little angry face. Reminds me of Rowlet. Reminds me of Torchic. When you look at Gekwa, it reminds me of Sobble. That's where I'm at, grinding the Rocket Hideout. I didn't do Erica first. Yeah, I'm super hyped for it. It looks beautiful. And, like, one thing we have to note is that, like, they've taken a lot of little steps towards what can make a really good game. Like, Sword and Shield, they were getting the open world down. Like, designing a game around, like, a more open world where you can choose your own path and stuff. And then they were also working on, like, the multiplayer mechanics. So the fact that both of these things have been worked out, and then the graphics. Obviously, like, the graphics of Sword and Shield, the graphics of Scarlet and Violet were not the best. They weren't. The game was still fun. They weren't the best. But I can say with that, like, we've seen them make mistakes. And the biggest thing of why those mistakes happened is because the games were rushed out. Like, if you play Scarlet and Violet on a Switch 2, like, all the optimization issues, like the frame rate and stuff and the draw distance, are gone. Is the game pretty? No. It's still, like, the textures in the world stink. But I feel like they're getting it down. And I feel like we're going to see a lot of improvement with Wind and Waves. I'm very hopeful. I thought you could get to the lift from here. But yeah, Pombon looks like the favorite. They've basically said the reason why they couldn't really do the windows, if you looked at the big leak, what did you do, Gudra? Gudra, why'd you hide that message? What did you do to the poor guy? Sonic, I can still read it. Sonic Blaze. I read it. I responded to it. Gudra accidentally deleted it. But as I was saying, they basically flat out said, they're like, hey, we took away like the window textures because they had to get it to run on the Switch 1. So that was one big thing, like getting the game to run on the Switch 1 was one of the reasons for the textures of the windows being gone. And the second reason why like all the leaks said that it happened is because of, where was I going with this? Because of the moving around. It would have caused an issue when you were like moving on buildings and stuff. And I don't know about you guys, but to me that sounds like very plausible. Did I mess this up? I did. I want to go down here. I want to go here. I want to go here. I played a lot of Sword and Shield VGC. So you kind of had to play Sword and Shield. And I didn't think Sword and Shield was bad. I still every now and then hear like the gym tune in my head. What you guys up to? There's like 2 of them on Mount Moon. Really? Poisoned by Sandshrew? Eat a water pulse. Yeah. First I'm gonna intimidate you, and then I'm gonna come back in, and I'm gonna water pulse you again. I hate sand attack. This thing is gonna poison salt me. Oh my goodness, thank goodness. Big silly dummy. Okay, my Intimidator went off first, so that tells me that I'm faster. That's where my VGC brain went. poisoned. I haven't dealt with Sunspore. I think I've gotten paralyzed like maybe like 3 times. Now that I've said that, I'm definitely gonna get paralyzed a whole lot more. I'm so glad I was like, hey, poison's annoying. I should probably buy like a bunch of antidotes. Like, status is very unforgiving in these games. Oh. Erica's gym. Oh, look at that. I'm faster again. I plan on trying to one-shot as much as I can in Erica's gym, so. I knew it. I knew it. What did I say? I knew as soon as I said it, I was like, I'm gonna get paralyzed very soon. Charmander's still in the lead. I'm not surprised at all. I'm really not. Hey, at least I didn't switch into a sand attack. See, now I want to know, am I actually faster? I am actually faster. And we got the burn. Let's go. Don't poison, don't poison. It's happening. It's happening. The paralysis. I brought this upon myself. I brought this upon myself. I'm getting paraflinched right now. Oh, that's the boss, isn't it? I jinxed myself. And you know what the crazy thing is? Like, Nidoking is a ground type, so literally Glare is the only way that you can poison him. Or not poison him, but paralyze him. Bring it on, Giovanni. I'm gonna disappear. Nah. I'll wait till the battle starts. Is it me or is that ball like look purple? Like, is that supposed to be the Master Ball? Because it's definitely a different red. We got some big XP coming our way. Oh, you so angry with your 2 hit points of damage. $16 votes. Charmander still in the lead for favorite Gen 1 starter. Kanto, what's up? Fearo's been pretty good on the crits. Yes. Oh, this is just a match for War Turtle. Corrupted, what's up? Just playing some Fire Red. Facing Giovanni for the first time. We got our Intimidate. We're gonna switch in our War Turtle. Do you think Pokemon look happy when they use Tail Whip? Like, it lowers the defenses, so I think it's like putting your guard down, like, so I'm thinking of a dog, like, wiggling their butt, like, super happy. This is, like, Gen 3 is probably the generation I played the least. So, like, this is pretty exciting. Ooh. This one's gonna be a tough one. Dude, don't flinch. Dude, what are you doing to my boy? We gotta switch. We can't let the starter go down. Okay, Nidoking's faster. Dude, King is gone as one thick mama. Oh, you want to lower my defenses? Well, what would you say if I lowered your attack? My biggest nostalgia is for Silver. That's where my love is. You know, it's when we first got our boy Titar over here. Oh, look at that. It's not keyed out of the green screen. I think that's the first time it hasn't been keyed out of the green screen in a while. What about this guy? This guy looks closer to the shiny color. All my little Tyranitar figures. Yeah, isn't your isn't the one that you made, Kanto, isn't that based off of Leaf Green Fire Red? Your Pearl, right? Do we really need Protect? Do we need Protect? We don't need Protect. Self-scope, let's go. Are crits still based off of speed in Gen 3? I know they are in Gen 1. I know that like, Persian is like super goated in Gen 1 because it's so fast and it has high crit chance moves. I mean, apparently you can. Or you might be able to. I've seen people talk about it, like you would just have to do it, like you would have to mod your Switch. And you would have to do it in the NSO. Okay. That's interesting. I can just never bring myself to like play ROM hacks. I have no clue why. I just like I'm not as motivated if it's not like an official game. Like I don't want to build bonds with Pokemon or certain mechanics that like I can't bring to other games. It's a super weird. It's weird of me. I need to get over it. But also like the time sink of playing. Why would you do that, coughing? I'm on my way out. The time sink of like playing a game and like none of my progress being able to like carry over like does not feel right like for like playing a Pokemon game. We got the rare 4-hit. We got the rare 4-hit when we needed it the most. I will play Pokemon XD though because of the fact that I've never played it before. So even though like the Pokemon on there can't like be transferred over, I will still be getting like a new experience, you know what I mean? Oh, Sonic, yeah. So usually I haven't been doing tournaments, so like I haven't felt motivated to really do VGC, but a lot of what you'll see on this channel will be focused around Pokemon, especially Pokemon VGC. So like if you subscribe, like the videos, we'll talk about general Pokemon stuff, but like I like talking about VGC. That's what I'm personally interested in. So like Pokemon Champions, like when that comes out, that will be mostly what you see on this channel. Okay. Yeah, I've never played any of the GameCube games. Sorry, Dratini, we need a cut Pokemon. I'm gonna disappear for a second. I'll still be reading the chat. Yeah, I didn't have a GameCube as a kid. My best friend had one, but like we were all in our too cool for Pokemon phase at that time. So like all we played was Smash, and every now and then like we'd play Animal Crossing. But like they were so protective over their Animal Crossing worlds, like they would never allow me to play Animal Crossing for like more than 5 minutes. Okay, so it's good we did Team Rocket first. Ooh, one takedown. Yeah, let's get rid of Roar. Yeah, I'm excited to play the GameCube games. Like this, it's so great. Like there's so much to be excited about Pokemon right now. It's happening. The Sun Sport's happening. My goal for this, when I finish the Elite Four, is to shiny hunt Deoxys. That's what I will be doing when I beat the Elite Four. I did it with Crystal. I literally got Crystal just so I could play through it again, because I already bought Silver on the Virtual Console, just so I could shiny hunt Celebi. See, why isn't Coliseum... Is that, like... Because the one that's coming out is the second GameCube one, right? I just gotta try to one-shot them all. Like, I'll have to see about doing Lugia or Ho-Oh. I don't know which one I get in Fire Red, but like Deoxys is the priority. No. I'm trying to get it so I can learn Flamethrower as Growlithe and then use the Firestone. My buddy Brandon, and I believe him because he's played Fire Red a bunch on his phone. He said if you evolve it at 49, it will learn Extreme Speed when you evolve it. Yeah, why didn't they drop the first one? Like, are the stories connected? Like, am I gonna be missing out? I should have an awakening. I have 5. Dude, Grab's gonna be a boss by the time I'm done with this gym. Let's see. How did that do so much? Let's go, Growlithe. Mainly just gameplay mechanics. I could, like... Zero, what's up? No, dude, sleep is a need. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Did you do anything nice for her? Tell your mom I said happy birthday. Did I have to kill the Bulbasaur? It's a trainer battle. Of course I did. Don't forget, in the poll that I'm running tonight is favorite Gen 1 starter. Right now, Charmander's in the lead. A vote for Bulbasaur could put it in the lead, though. That sounds nice. That is the best way to do something nice for an adult. Like, just buy them food. Food is my family's love language. We should be one-shotting the Bellsprout. I think we've one-shotted every Bellsprout so far. Oh, this is good. This is another one-shot. I think it's safe to say that after this gym, I can start switch training with Dratini. There are so many trainers in this gym. I know that they're like set up in a way like where you don't have to battle all of them, but I'm gonna battle all of them. Because free XP. I am running out of embers though. Can I one-shot the Oddish now? I didn't one-shot it before. Biscuit. Ooh, that's what you get. Yeah, we're gonna go to the Fearow. My 3 for this gym is Growlithe, Fearow, and Nidoking. Oh, it's up to 11%. You're right. It was at 7 the last time I checked. Oh, super potion. That's great HP. It's too bad that it's gonna go bye-bye. Squirtle did get some love. Charmander's still in the lead, though. 19 votes. Last time we only got 15, so, like, more people voting, more engagement. Thank you, y'all. Don't forget to like the stream. No. Let's just give you a little peck. A little... What if that's the move Peck really was? It was really just Firo given a kiss on the cheek, but his beak is so sharp that it hurts it. I'm glad. I hope you guys are enjoying. Yeah, War Turtle did too. Charmander really is like hard mode. There are so many like good grass and water types that you can pick from early game though. I think I am gonna go heal before Erica. That sounds about right. I remember like it learning Metal Claw and I'm like, what? Alright, let's heal up and then kick Erica's butt. I do want to buy Ice Beam for the War Turtle. I don't think I'll have enough money though. No, I'll need another, like I used... I'll need so much. So many coins from the game corner. Sometimes the anime just didn't make sense. And I know that it's like building character and all that stuff, but like Pikachu beating Brock because of the sprinklers. Like that's ridiculous. And then like Greninja losing to Mega Charizard, like even though it has like a type advantage, like alright. Yo, what's going on? See, these headrest pillows that come on these gaming chairs are always like way too low. There we go. Oh. Move up a little so I can lean back. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. Here's Erica. Victory Bell. Victory Bell, like, is underrated. I'm a big Victory Bell fan. Oh my god, that might be a 3-shot. Oh, that is a 3-shot. The good old classic anime logic. Dude, one para and it's over. Oh, it's still over. Crit! Let's go, Growlithe. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Nidoking because Tangela is the only one that is not poisoned, I think. Yeah. I just got flashbacks to Ferrothorn and VGC. Another horn attack? Another horn attack should do it. I think it looks like it's going to be good in Trick Room. Let's go back to Pharaoh. Let's go to Pharaoh. No sleep, no sleep, no sleep, no sleep. I might be able to work through that. Let's resist it. No. You're -1. There we go. We got this. We got our next badge. Let's go. Oh, Giga Drain. Using that right now. Dude, swapping out Giga Drain for Absorb, game changer. Just put a CD on his head and it's like, ah! Alright. We're halfway through the gyms. We're definitely not halfway through the story because we still gotta do the cemetery. We gotta save Mr. Fuji. And then we have to do Silphco's building against Team Rocket. But I think for now we're done with Rattata. And Arcanine got a big old level up. So we can start swap training. And now that we have this, oh, we have to get lemonade, don't we? It can't be water, it has to be lemonade. What a picky butt. Oh. Oh, we need an open spot. Okay. We're gonna get the lemonade, and then we're gonna go get the free Eevee. I think my evolution, because I have Wartortle and I plan on like using Arcanine, I feel like I have to get Jolteon. No, it's the T. This building, right? Talk to the old lady in the front room. Was it like that in Gen 1? I think in Gen 1 you just had to buy a drink from here. Do you mean the building where you get Eevee? No, okay, yeah, the one where you get Eevee. Okay. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I also enjoy a good cup of tea. But let's go get the Eevee. I don't know if we'd need an open spot or not in our party. I'm just going to put an open spot anyway, just to be sure. Are there things that are like important in here? Empty, of course. Oh my goodness, I wasn't paying attention. Oh no, this is the Game Freak studio, isn't it? Yeah. I like how they always put their offices like somewhere in the game. I do think that's like a cute little quirk. We have to go in from the back, don't we? We have to go in from the back. The whole time I was walking up, I was like, this doesn't feel right. I forget what it looked like in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee was like... How long ago was Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? I know about the world of Pokemon and your Game Boy Advance. When did I get a Game Boy Advance? Bro, you don't even know what system this is. You big dummy. I probably should have saved for Nature Reset. 1819, that sounds about right. Bashful. We're gonna deal with it. Yeah, it was like their testing ground for like the Switch 1. I'm not gonna... Let's Go Pikachu release date. November 16th, 2018. No, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee came out at the same time. Yeah, Odyssey was the big holiday hit in 17. No, Parker's right because the Switch came out in March of 2017. I'm more of a Bing user, but like Bing also said 2018. I never finished Tears of the Kingdom. Maybe I'll get there one day. I did finish Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, because it came out like close to my birthday. And it was such a weird time for a video game console to come out. Yeah, no, I think you are right about Sword and Shield. Because, like, I started playing, like, we were already into competitive when 2020 happened. Yeah, but he was using it to try to, like, piece together the dates. Well, no, I bought Great Balls. Dude. 0. That is a weird terminology. That Sandshrew didn't deserve it, and neither does Parker. Can I get Great Balls from here? I can. I have 12. Let's go to 20. Oh, look at Gary mourning the loss of his Raticade. I don't know. Let's hit you with that Intimidate. I hate Sand Attack. I hope you get burned. I mean, it's coming up in my chat, but then again, it's also my stream. Parker, are you a child by chance? Maybe it's like age-related or something. Yes. It's Gary too. Dratini, I'm sorry. Of course I missed it. Did I? Hit yourself. Hit yourself. That's what you get. You let the Inga consume you, Gary, too. Do it again. Hit yourself again. I was about to say, my demographics, like on YouTube, like usually lean more towards like my age. I will probably not go for a full dex, because one, like, for the starters, like, you have to trade and stuff. And so for me to do that, that involves me buying buying a second copy, buying, like, a copy of Leaf Green and playing it on my one Switch, and then trading with myself. I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like spending the $20. I'm just here to play, have fun. I didn't see what was next, so I'm gonna switch in Pharaoh. My plan after... Oh, perfect. My plan is to shiny hunt Deoxys. At minimum. We'll really have to see. Like, we'll have to see when XD drops on the GameCube Classic Collection. Also, when I can afford to pay, like, the extra $35 to go up in the subscription plan. Shiny hunting is painful, which is why, like, I plan on only doing it for the Deoxys. At least, like, I want to do it for the Deoxys. This is Red. He came in on his 10th birthday to start his Pokemon journey, and here he is, 34 years old, still just staring at the Squirtle going, "Where's the green shell?" I mean, I would agree with you. I think Black Rayquaza is a pretty good one as well. That being said, like, also, like, Primal Kyogre and Groudon, because they are also, like, blacked out shinies. Oh, this one just warns me. Alright, I gotta catch this thing. Gonna disappear for a hot minute. Why is my connection being booty? Now we profit off of War Turtle having bite. No. RNG is unkind to me. There we go. Well, bye. I turned 34 in March. That's why I brought that up. That's why I used that age. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and remove that comment. Put in your vote, man. Put in your vote. You gotta let people know. We have seen the classic battle of Bulbasaur and Charmander. Charmander's squeezing it out right now. It is March already. February is very short. It's okay. I mean, it's still above my head if you really want to see it. Let's see, what is Squirtle at? Squirtle is at 21. That's, I mean, for the first like 15 votes, like Squirtle didn't get a single vote. So Squirtle's making a comeback. Yeah, you do you. Just don't talk about it in the chat. Yeah, I know. It's probably late enough in the stream where I could get away with like swearing and stuff. It's just that, like, honestly, what do you mean can't escape? You jerk. Oh, my connection's been booty. Internet speed is being butt. Right now my stream speed is like my bit rate was low for a moment. But I'm so used to, like, between having a 4-year-old and being a teacher, I'm just super used to not swearing. I mean, I can. I know how to. I just usually choose not to. What was weird is, like, when I started, like, some of my coworkers, like, when I would swear in, like, meetings, like, when there weren't kids around, people were like, wait, you swear? I was like, wait, you haven't heard me swear? Like, it's weird that there are people that I work with that haven't heard me swear. Because, you know, when you're around just the adults, like, you can't do that. Yes, I am a teacher. I'm kind of like, I'm a specials teacher, so kind of like art and music class. Really confusing, but this year I was a STEAM teacher for the past like 4 years, but they got rid of STEAM in the elementary setting. So they said to play to my strengths, but it has to align with either art or music. And I can't sing. I can't. Don't know nothing about music. But I do know about being creative. So I'm basically teaching computer science because I recently, in summer of 2025, I finished my master's program and I got endorsed to, endorsement is like, I'm also licensed to teach computer science from K to 12. So I'm basically just a computer science teacher. But like, I call my class art and algorithms. We're using a program with 4th and 5th grade. That's it's p5js.org, where it's basically like Microsoft Paint, but you have to code everything. STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Mathematics. So you could say video games are involved. Oh yeah, it was a pain in the butt. Thank you. Actually, where is it? Somewhere around here. Hold on. Where is? Let me get the right. $17. So if I click here, it will change it. Hold on. Where'd it go? That's around. Oh, it's up here. My masters. I got it, and I was like, I should buy one of those fancy frames because I have a masters now. And it's just sitting in the game room. Haven't done anything else with it. So this is like the first time I've gotten to show it off to someone other than my wife. So, the masters. There. Let's go back to which I was using this one. Oh yeah, I have no problem with explaining it. Yeah. But yeah, now I basically like focus on the computer science stuff. You know what the best part about it? It was free. So I live in the state of Ohio, and the state of Ohio really wants to have more people licensed to teach computer science. And so they had this program where if you went and got your master's and passed your endorsement to teach computer science, they paid for your master's. So I got a free master's, which that is the best part. The best part is it being free. Because if I would have had to pay for it, I would not have done it. So that's like for like the longest time, like all of last year, like my content like dipped because I started in the summer of 24 and it was basically like it was like a year, yeah. But like I also took classes in the summer. So I started in the summer and then like when I got back into like my job of being a teacher, I was still also doing my master's. So like the time, like this is the time that I stream. This is like, it's 12:30 at night. I start it at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. This is the time that I usually record content and stream, but because, you know, I was working on my master's, I had to do school stuff during that time. So like, wasn't doing a lot of YouTube over the past year. Yeah, because I'm still paying off. I'm still paying off the bachelor's, and I probably will be until my kid goes to college. That's the biggest thing. Like when kids like mess around and like school and stuff, I'm like, hey, don't take that free education for granted. Like get good grades so you can get scholarships. And they're like, oh, well, I can just take out loans and stuff. And it's just like, I pay $600 a month in student loans. I pay $600 a month in student loans. If you can get that lower, if you can pay less than me, that means that's more money in your pocket. Well, it's because like I looked at it, and granted, like I have a lot of my paycheck going into my retirement because the school matches it, and so it would be stupid to ever like lower the amount that gets taken on my paycheck to get put into my retirement. But when I looked at the pay scales, because like they published them like for teachers because it's public information. The difference in pay between having my bachelor's and having my master's is about $70 a paycheck after taxes and retirement and all that stuff. So like I would only see an extra $70 each paycheck. Granted, as the years go on, like I get raises based on percentages. So like it would get more and more each year. But like $36,000 for an extra $70 a paycheck, like that doesn't sound worth it. So I'm in public service forgiveness for the ones in my name. The big problem for us is that my father and I, when we signed up for student loans, we lacked financial literacy. So what my dad did is like, we went up to the college and they were like, fill out these forms and this is what's going to get you your loans. You just sign the papers for the loans that you need and yada, yada, yada. And so we did that. And so majority of my loans were Parent Plus loans. And because they're technically my father's loans and not my loans, they don't count towards the student loan forgiveness. So for the teacher forgiveness, like the military service forgiveness, the public service like forgiveness, the loans have to be in your name. Are you planning to stay at the current school system or move to another area of the country? I have been in my district for, next year will be 10 years. So I honestly like where I'm at. I don't plan on moving. Granted, if I found a job in my hometown where my kid is going to go, like if I could be part of the community I live in as an educator, and if it was more money, I would definitely take it. But I want to work in the school district that I'm in now, and I want to make that better. Yeah, they don't really tell you that. How are you gonna double land hypnosis like that? Now, I did, once I started school, like after my first year, I did get $1,000 off every year for having a high GPA. But like $1,000 when you're paying 20 something thousand a year is not much. It's better than nothing, but it's not much. Yeah, it's super hard, like, to, like, especially with like certain majors. And that's one of the reasons why, like, I went into education. And I thought about, like, when I was picking college, I thought about doing computer science. One, I would have had to take like a bunch of math classes because I didn't take like hard math classes in high school. So like that would have taken me a really long time. And two, like, a lot of stuff about like coding and computers, like, you can teach yourself. So I was like, why would I want to get like this education? So I think you really got to look at, like, are you willing to move for your career, like when you're picking a major? And that's a hard thing to figure out at 17, 18. Yeah, I should have done that. My mom was very adamant on me getting out of the area that we're from, because like that's a big problem in my area, is that people just get stuck here and they get super content with just being here. And she wanted me to know that there were things outside of our town. So she like made me go to a school that was further away and more expensive. Yes, the government is trying to destroy my career. But to be fair, I live in a red state, so like they've been with the voucher system and like charter schools, they've been trying to destroy my career for quite a while. Just gonna be honest. I never got why, like, on, like, early Haunter sprites, one hand is red. Yeah. Yeah, that did mean the cost increased, but, like, honestly, like, there was a lot of things that I was immature about. And so I think I needed that separation from like a safety net of like family and community to know that I had to be more responsible. So like looking back at it, like, I totally understand why she told me to do that. But at the same time, I'm like, man, I wish it would have been cheaper. But you know, in that time, like, I grew up. I learned things about myself and like what I needed to do to be successful. And I also like, I buckled down. Like, because I realized real quick, like, how expensive it was. And I was just like, okay, this isn't high school anymore. Like, I can't just sleep through whatever I want. Like, so, like, it made me work hard. Why are these things always just click and curse? And I mean, like, now like my now wife, she straight up told me, she's like, you know, when you would come home from college, she's like, you could tell that you grew up, that you were maturing. She's like, I liked what I saw. She's like, so we started dating. I was just like, all right. My wife was a longtime crush. So when she was ready to date, she literally just looked at me and went, we can start dating now. And I went, okay. And we've been tolerating each other ever since. I think we fit well for each other. Like, especially now that, like, we got a lot of adult responsibility and crap together. Like, my flaws are covered by her and her flaws are covered by me. I saw so many people, like, there were so many people from my hometown that couldn't function without that safety net. Like, they were losing time on their studies because they were driving home every weekend for their parents to, like, wash their clothes. And it was just like, wash your own clothes, bro. Like, you're an adult. Like, we were only like 50 minutes. Like, we were only like an hour drive away from like our hometown, but it was just like, you're driving, like, you're spending 2 hours driving every weekend just for your parents to do your clothes. And then of course, like, when they weren't getting their clothes washed by their parents on the weekend, they're partying. Like, I saw so many people party out, which is what I called when you ignored your studies because you thought college was just fun time. And you, like, ignored the work. So, like, so many people. I think, like, out of, like, the graduating class after me, like, 10 kids came to the school that I was at. And, like, 3 of them were there the next year. Like, everyone else, like, their parents, like, made them come home because their grades were so bad. Or, like, they were just like, I just don't like being away. I have my moments. I definitely have my impulsive moments as I look around in a room full of plushies and plastic figures of fictional characters. But it also helped in a lot of situations. Like, when I got back into Pokemon, like, I started buying Pokemon cards again. Did I spend way too much money on Pokemon cards? Absolutely. But when that crap happened with our bathroom, I sold my Pokemon card collection for 10 grand. Don't tell the IRS. But I sold my Pokemon collection for 10 grand, and that helped us, like, with the bathroom stuff. We're still in a tight spot, but, like, we would have been absolutely up poop creek without that. So, like, I'm super happy that, like, my hobby, like, my love for, like, these shiny cards and fictional characters was able to, like, help us when we needed it to. Yeah, I needed that, Kanto. Like I needed that in my life. Like, I'm so glad that I got that. I don't know if it was worth $100,000 in student loan debt, but too late for that now. Dude, thanks for hanging out, Parker. I'm glad you came in. Who always finds a way to steal from me? We're gonna switch back in the War Turtle. I would love... Is Blastoise is 36, right? Or is it 34? Dun, 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 dun. 36. Night. I mean, as long as you don't have, like, as long as it's not a curing. Oh, the IRS. I don't make enough money for the iOS to care about me. But yeah, all Gen 1 is 36. They didn't start doing the different levels until, like, I think Gen 2 they did the different levels. And now I'm gonna bite you. Nah, they're not gonna come for me. They're going for the oil, bro. They're not coming for me. They're gonna go for the oil. It's Republican Playbook 101. Cripple the economy, go to the war with Middle East, take some oil. Is this your first time here? And I'm flat-footed and got arthritis in my feet. I ain't going to war. I'm pretty sure that's the most political thing I've said on stream. The only wars I want to talk about is the battles against Team Rocket. I mean, to be fair though, they're gonna do that anyway. And I don't mind taxes. I'm paid by public taxes. I'm paid by local and state taxes. So, like, I can't be too mad about taxes. I vote for levies for libraries and roads in my city because I use those things. I take my kid to the library. I want to know, like, what are my taxes being used for? That's what I want to know. I don't mind the taxes. All right. I feel like this is a place. It is. Oh, my nose itches. Hold on. I gotta itch my nose, but I don't want it to look like I'm picking my nose on stream. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like my nose itch, and then like you can't see it, but like on the bridge I got like a pimple, so like this area is like really sensitive. Like, you know, you gotta itch like on the inside, and like it's really hard to scratch that itch without it looking like you're picking your nose. You are a ground type. Gonna hit you with Poison Sting a couple of times, hoping we don't poison you. Congratulations. Oh. Oh, look what they did to my boy. What is this, like perfect IVs? Nah, boo boo, that didn't work. Okay, one more peck should put it in red. Yeah. So we're gonna bag. We're gonna hit it with the Great Ball. You could catch it in Gen 1. Fine, I will murder you. Again, Ghost. Fine. Jeez. In the originals, you could catch it. I'm pretty sure you could. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, it's been a minute. These games are, what, 22 years old? I got Battle Team Rocket. Why am I Nidoking? Bunch of bull. Don't forget, if you're just dropping in, vote for your favorite starter in the poll. Squirtle is making a comeback. We're up to 30 votes. I mean, it came up in the chat, like, as I realized. You did try. I will give you that. When is my next tournament? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know, because the closest one now, like the ones that I was going to last year, they don't do VGC anymore because people weren't coming. And honestly, like, and I'm pretty sure that shop had to close. So that shop is just not a thing anymore. And so my closest one is like 40 minutes away. So to drive an hour and a half and then also spend like 4 hours playing Pokemon, it's hard to find time. I gotta be a dad and stuff. TJ's playing basketball at the Y? I see that. We are going to change our Pokemon. We're going to continue swapping in Dratini for some XP. Can I just like Thunder Wave you? I can. Dratini's faster than the Zubat. Twister. Oh, come on. My bit rate is dropping again. No. Yeah, my pulse move is better. I might as well heal up my Mons. You know what? Oh, I have 4 rare candies? When did I get so many? Yes, you can learn Dragon Rage. Alright, we got Dragon Rage. I should heal you up. No point in letting you sit on 1 HP. Dun, 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 dun. Now I'm just prioritizing War Turtle because I wanted to evolve. That's such a jerk move. No, I'm just gonna bite the crap out of you. Oh, we got the flinch. Let's go. Oh. I think after this, we're going to call it a night. We'll get to... We'll get the Poke Flute, and then... hopefully tomorrow. We will... go through Silphco. You know what, Pharaoh? You haven't seen some play in a while. Oh, you're almost level 30. Bro, get it. Dude, give me that 3-hit. Let's go, Pharaoh. Would you like some Intimidate? Yes, you would. We just burn the crap out of you. There we go. Yes, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go Dratini, and then we're going to Intimidate you. And then I might switch out, depending on how much damage Raticate does. Yeah, let's switch out. Dude, I was doing so good with Sleep Powder. Now it's been such butt. Crit, let's go. Okay, so we got our Dratini, we got our Growlithe, and we got its level up pretty well. It's now like on par with everything else. Wartortle is a few levels away from evolving. Nidoking just needs better moves. I would like Earthquake and Sludge Bomb on Nidoking. Dun, dun. Do we do the fighting dojo or do we call it a night? What do you guys think? Fighting dojo or call it a night. We do the fighting dojo, we'll do Dratini and swap out Fiero. Alright, I think in that case I'm gonna call it a night. You all have been lovely. The chat over the past couple of streams has been very active, and it makes this a lot more fun. Thank you. Taking some weight off of Zero. Zero doesn't have to hold all the conversation himself. We got other people helping him out. I appreciate all of y'all. Hopefully, I'm gonna stream tomorrow night. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, Sonic. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming in. I hope you guys like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next one. We'll end the poll. With Charmander being the winner. Charmander at 42%, Bulbasaur at 35%, and Squirtle at 23% with 31 votes. Good night. Thanks for hanging out. But hopefully, I can't stream every night. But I want to stream at least one more night before Pokopia. Because I already got it. And like this controller playing Fire Red feels so good. Like the D-pad on top feels so good. But yeah, I got it. I just needed to load up. And I think I played High on Life. I played some Ace Attorney. I finished Cyberpunk. My son wanted to play Smash Brothers. I kicked his butt in Smash Brothers. And then he was just like, I don't want to play anymore. He's like, this isn't fun. I was like, do you want to play on the same team? He's like, no. But I will see you guys in the next one.